What I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind. Imagine the best wide receiver in the NFL, Justin Jefferson, wearing the silver and black and catching passes from our quarterback of the future. Yes, this came completely out of nowhere, and it is breaking the internet. But hold on, because there are two sides to this coin. The national media just suggested that for this rebuild to work, the Raiders should ship out our biggest icon, Maxx Crosby, in a bizarre trade with the Eagles. So, are we about to build the most explosive offense on the planet, or are we about to commit the ultimate franchise sacrilege by trading the Condor? Buckle up and hit that like button, because today has been absolutely wild. Let's get right into it. No filler. Hondo Carpenter, one of the most plugged-in insiders when it comes to the Las Vegas Raiders, just dropped a bombshell that nobody saw coming. There is a legitimate, behind-the-scenes connection linking superstar Justin Jefferson to our team. Now, he made it clear that nothing is imminent. No one has signed a contract yet. But the smoke in the market is real. Jefferson wants to win, and he would reportedly be totally open to a trade to Las Vegas for one very specific reason: our new head coach, Klint Kubiak. In case you forgot, Kubiak, who just arrived after leading the Seahawks to the Super Bowl, was the mastermind behind the best year of Jefferson's career back in Minnesota. The fit is surgical. If the star wideout wants out of the chaos that the Vikings offense has become, he is going to look directly at the coach he already knows and trusts. Plus, the guy must be drooling watching our practice tape with Fernando Mendoza, our #1 overall draft pick, proving we finally have an elite arm to launch that deep ball. The immediate reaction from the fan base is to lose their minds, and rightfully so. Bringing in the best WR in football instantly changes the game for Las Vegas. Things got ugly for him in Minnesota last year. He suffered through some bizarre inconsistency with J.J. McCarthy, Carson Wentz, and Max Brosmer throwing absolute uncatchable bricks his way. The Vikings even brought in Kyler Murray now to try and fix the damage. But if their offense keeps sputtering and has another rocky season, Jefferson is going to demand a ticket out before the trade deadline. Now, my honest opinion, this would be the biggest heist in NFL history. Imagine an offense with Fernando Mendoza spreading the ball around, Ashton Jeanty breaking tackles in the run game, Brock Bowers destroying coverage over the middle, and Justin Jefferson isolated on the outside drawing double teams. It's the perfect blueprint for a Super Bowl offense. Of course, a trade like this would cost multiple first-round picks, and the market value will skyrocket. But if that opportunity lands on our general manager's desk, you don't hesitate. You pay whatever price it takes for a generational talent who actively wants to play for your coach. The Kubiak-Jefferson connection is the spark needed to turn this rebuild into a dominant AFC West empire for the next 5 years. If the thought of seeing Justin Jefferson in our uniform already got your heart racing, wait until you see the bucket of ice water the Philly media just tried to dump on us. Winston Wilcox, an analyst for FanSided, put the Raiders at the top of a list of teams that should target a trade for Jalen Carter, the Eagles' monstrous young defensive tackle. Up to that point, sounds awesome, right? The problem is the price tag he suggested. According to his proposal, the Raiders would send none other than our absolute heart and soul, Maxx Crosby, to the Eagles in exchange for Carter and some draft capital. The analyst's justification is cold, hard math. The Raiders' offense right now is young and loaded with Mendoza, Jeanty, and Bowers. Meanwhile, on defense, Maxx Crosby turns 29 this August. In the minds of these outside media guys, the Condor doesn't fit the timeline of this rebuild, and the team needs to cash in on his market value now before age becomes a factor. They even bring up rumors that the front office listened to offers for Crosby last offseason, arguing that now would be the perfect chance to land an elite young piece like Jalen Carter, who racked up 41 pressures and 3 sacks, pushing the pocket for the Eagles last year. My immediate reaction when I read this? Absolute madness. Are they crazy? There is no giving a pass to an analyst suggesting we trade the literal soul of our defense. Even the Kobe Dean just gave an interview on NFL Network hyping up Crosby's impact. Even while rehabbing from injury and not practicing on the field with the group yet, the guy's positive energy and leadership in the locker room are contagious. He mentors the young guys, demands a winning mentality, and personifies what it means to be a Raider. Trading Crosby for Jalen Carter under the excuse of aligning the roster's age is the exact kind of spreadsheet decision that rips the heart out of a franchise. Carter has massive potential, a sky-high ceiling, and he'd solve our interior pass rush. But he doesn't have a fraction of the cultural impact that number 98 brings to Las Vegas. Our young roster needs a blueprint of what it means to bleed silver and black, and that guy is Maxx. If the front office wants to go after Jalen Carter using future draft picks, I will happily drive the kid from the airport myself. But involving the Condor in this deal is crossing a red line that Raider Nation would never forgive. At the end of the day, we are looking at two completely different paths for the future of our franchise here in 2026. The chance to build a historic offense by landing Justin Jefferson, or the risk of dismantling our defensive identity by letting go of Maxx Crosby. Now I want to check the temperature of Raider Nation down in the comments section. Give it to me straight. No sitting on the fence. Would you be willing to sacrifice Maxx Crosby in a trade if it was the only way to guarantee landing Justin Jefferson for our offense? Sound off below using the hashtag #StayCrosby or hashtag #GetJefferson. Drop your take and subscribe to the channel.